Gee, it's cold today. I have a friend who is suffering this arthritical problem to her fingers, and it's painful. But what she misses is the things that she took for granted, handling money, opening her purse, baking, kneading the dough, stroking her daughter's hair, a pet, and it's quite obvious in life that it makes sense, but it makes no sense to the mind that wants to control life's situations. So the sense is, you don't know what you've lost till you've got it, or you've had it, or you live with it. Because before you had the pain, everything was okay. But something had to be given the fingers, you see? So something gets the fingers, gain, gets the aspect of touch, a sensory and moving, comfortable or uncomfortable activity. But then when it loses its sense of workmanship, there's loss again. And then medication, surgery gives what experiences the fingers the sensation of gaining the fingers back, gaining the aspect to learn how to, to experience, not to learn what touch is about. So everything is coming and going. Okay? I don't know I exist till I have a body. My body doesn't know it's existing till it gets a mind. Okay? At one point, we're going to lose the body. At another point, maybe the same point, we're going to lose the mind. It's the inacceptability of loss. Now this sounds, well, we all know that. We all know that we're going to die. We all know we're going to lose things. But it's the attachment to not losing. We certainly can get really, really attached to gaining. I won in the bookmakers, I won 50 quid in the bookmakers. Oh yeah, I gained 50 pounds, I won more, I like this gaining. I love this gaining, and then you learn that the next time you lost the 50 pounds. I don't like that. I like gaining, I don't like losing, you see. I like playing football, I like winning. I don't like losing. Not many say, I just like the game. What was the score? I don't know. You're not competitive enough, you're not enjoying it enough, you're not for the team enough, you're not erring to the side of win. You don't see losing as an actual gain. I gained the knowledge that I have to do this different the next time. See? Now, it's like the arthritical fingers, or the depression that I once had. I lost it. I realized I didn't want it again. So I have to change how I look at life. I have to change my mind. I have to change my whole attitude. I have to change to improve, to learn, to become whole. And then when I become whole, I lose the sight of my individuality. You see, I lose the sight of having interest in winning and losing. I become neutral. What the fuck's going on? It's either this side or that side. Then when I'm in the middle, Buddha state, I realize that I'm whole, that I can't lose this or that, but I cannot experience this or that. I can't experience it. So the whole aspect, the whole idea of human beings understanding what's going on is truly enlightening, to know that I do not understand what is going on. I do not understand change. I do not understand loss and gain. I do not understand even the middle state. So they say, to eliminate past and future, you have to be in the present moment. And all the great speakers, Eckhart Tolle and all those, Ram Dass will say, yeah, that's the place to be. Well, I don't understand that place anymore. So there's a new type of Alzheimer's that sets in, because enlightenment is Alzheimer's. You know, I don't say Alzheimer's. What is it called? Amnesia. There's a new type of amnesia sets in. When someone talks about the past, I have no idea. When someone's talking about what the future could be like, I have no idea. When someone's talking about the present moment and awareness and your sensory whole self, I have no idea. So is it a going beyond past, present and future? Is even presence a more special place to be? Or is actually, no. There's no experience left, no experience right, and no experience in the middle. So even the experiencer, which only experiences left and right, which is mind, ego, only understands past and future, doesn't understand presence. So the experiencer goes, the experience is the middle state, where there's no I, no me, no you, there's just what's taking place. Apparently there's something that they say is a me, is experiencing the experience of myself taking place. No, there's only the experience of self taking place, and self is not me or I individually. Well, that one goes. Everything becomes still. Even the mind and the head cannot move left, right, up, down, in, out. Even the sensation of being, having the universe within in comparison to seeing the universe without also goes. There's no interest from others regarding this talk. Well, sounds a very unlikable place, you know. I didn't like depression. Well, I didn't not like depression. Because if I didn't have it, I wouldn't have seen the coming and going. And the coming and going is like the pulse. Pum pum come, go. Pum pum come, go. Pum pum come, go. Pum pum come, go. The in-breath, I'm alive. The out-breath, dead. If the in-breath doesn't come again, gone. See? So there's no division between in and out, so in and out breath. So you can't say in breath is life and out breath is death. Something's taking place. And the middle state between the in and out breath, that place where boom boom, void, absolute God consciousness also goes. What stays? What's speaking? What's recognizing arthritis and non-arthritis? What's recognizing depression and non-depression? What's recognizing in and out? What's recognizing the difference between duality and non-duality? What's recognizing that no thing in this whole universe has a name or can be identified? or can be understood? I mean, what speaks these words and says, yeah, death is coming? Is it? What is death? Birth may return after death. What the hell is birth? You know, the words go, the meanings go, the methods go, the practices go. I'm not talking like I don't understand. The mind, the brain, or whatever it is that holds this information doesn't experience what is taking place through the words, and they have no feelings or essential emotional impact to whatever is taking place. But there's no feeling, you see. And of course, the mind becomes very concerned when some other human says that, because that means, oh wow, no feeling. He's not going to react. He's not going to react in an empathetic way. He's not going to react in a fearful way. He's not going to react in a angry way. He's not going to react in a defensive way. He's not going to react in a warlike way. I don't know, you see, until that happens, you see. So what's the point of assuming that I'm not going to react until the actual experience takes place, you see? So there's no waste of time in thinking about what may be, what is coming. And there's no association to how it was before. Do you understand this? So it sounds like, yeah, you know you're still in present moment. Well, hopefully awareness is still superseding this disappearing self, this disappearing emptiness, this disappearing whatever is taking place. You know, is it a slowed down act of dying? You know, am I dying? Whatever dying means. Am I actually just fading away out of this into this oblivion, into this space? What? You know, who needs to know? Why know? Why spend your whole life knowing? I know that I've spent many bodies trying to understand what's going on, and every body I've failed. Not because of the trying, but because there's no answer. You see, you can say God, whatever God is unanswerable, is unknown. They say omnipotent, omnipresent, whatever the hell that means. Just words to describe that what is indescribable, you see. I can't say it's a beautiful feeling. I can't say it's a horrendous, depressing, fearful feeling. It's just neutral. You're in neutral, you see. You're driving along with a car. That's the best way to explain it. You're driving along with a car. Okay, you could be in automatic or you could be in gear 5, gear 6. Your feet's on the accelerator. You're driving along with the car, there's no cars in front of you, you're just moving. You're not looking at left, right signs, you're not thinking about the hairdresser, the appointment and anything. You're not looking at the windscreen washers, you don't even know if they exist. Yeah? But your feet is on the accelerator, you're ready to depress the brake when something happens, and you're ready to turn the corner when necessary, and you're not ready to slow down when the car in front goes. Something is an automatic pilot. But there's no rush to get to the end, to the journey quicker, to meet the time scale. There's no idea what time it is. There's no idea if there's music on the radio or not. You can say, wow, that's such a dangerous position to be in, but it's actually the most safest position to be in, because your mind is totally blank, and therefore it can react spontaneously, because you cannot lose what you've learned, even though it's in the back folder of the hard drive, because the back folder can quickly become the front folder when the middle folders are not operating. Do you understand this? Our mind thinks we need to have so much information to be clever, to be smart, to be active, to be proactive, to be able. But it's the information, past and future, and even present information, that is taking place while driving your car that becomes obstructive in the pure essence of just journeying through life. And you don't pick up stories about, wow, I went driving my car and there was nothing happening, but I remember this sunset, I remember this sunrise, I remember this beautiful elm tree that was changing through autumn. You don't say that, because there was nothing there to actually participate in that. Now, I cannot, whoever I am or whatever I am, say this is the greatest place to be, but it's not the worst place to be. It is the most simplest place to be. And the body's not reacting in a positive or a negative way. It's just like pulsating. The brain is quiet, life is quiet, presence is quiet, past is quiet, future is quiet. And Papaji says in one of his greatest satsangs, it's titled Keep Quiet. And they say, once you've experienced profound enlightenment, you've no choices to be quiet. But the quietness, the subtlety of the silence is mesmerizing. It's enhancing. It is so joyful. But when enlightenment fades, everything is still quiet. And even the noise of the mind that is no longer within this body, whether it's the wind, the breeze, the radio playing in the background, the car wipers swishing, they are also quiet. But remember, it's the most aware moment to not even know you're aware. See? Not even know who I am, or I am awareness, an experiencer, or an experience. Everything can come from that, you see. Even death. And it will be met precisely with a clean bill of mind. Yeah. I talk about my friend's arthritis. It's something that's taking place. It's a coming and going of life's fluctuations, but when the mind is quiet, there's no comings and goings, you see. The depression that happened 15 years ago, I can recall it. I can't experience it, but I can recall it as being one of the most, using a human language, horrendous experience that was enhanced by knowing it existed. So when I'm working with my patients, I'm very careful in not saying what their diagnosis is, because you're enhancing the condition of what they are. Now, that in a professional way is easy, but to do that in a human, empathetic way, to turn around and say to your granddaughter, you're a very good girl, is enhancing the fact that she's a girl, okay? Of course, in our very complex and bewildering human state of or worldly mind as it is, she probably needs to know she's a girl, but I don't have to tell her, you see. You don't have to tell people what they already are or what they already think they are, because it just inflames the situation. So you can say it's a bad thing to be in this situation, to be in this condition, but you're very protective about people. You're very protective about what is going on outside of you. You're very protective when the car needs to brake. And by God, you're the best braker in town. Because there's nothing, no thoughts breaking this moment of braking, you see. And saying all that, if I have an accident in a car tomorrow because I failed to brake, then was it the failure of the mind? Was it the failure of being enlightened? Was it the failure of the other driver? Was it the failure of or was it just a natural way, a natural thing to happen? See, you can't say either way. So to speak about this state being great or shit is is going to come up and bite you in the ass. And that's the snake, you see, eating its own tail. That's the ego mind. We love devouring ourselves. We love devouring people in the world. We love devouring, I want more. This is so appetizing. I have to go to the best restaurant. And that's further up my tail, and I get so much pleasure. And then it turns into pain the next morning because you've ate so much rich food, and it's the wrong food and the wrong wine, and you have to start vomiting out and let your tail free. Voluptuous is greedy and needful, wanting more. That's the ego. And we all have experienced it, and all will love experiencing it. And we'll love when the experience is over, because it's came and it's went. And I really hope my friends' hands, fingers regain what they're here for. But if not, it'll pass. Something appears to be passing. It's not me, it's not the past, it's not the future, it's not the presence, it's not God, it's not consciousness. Something like they call the mind passes itself every day in a recognition to say, oh, you're still there, thank God, I thought I was dead. But there's something that's never not passing. Beyond I, and beyond all the states of mind, beyond past and future and even presence, there's something that does not pass. But I don't know what it is, you see. I just want to be here for it, to experience itself as that what it is. And that's what's either taking place or not taking place, you see. Fearful of taking sides, you see. Who takes sides, Someone says, Manchester United's playing Manchester City, which one do you want to win? So I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I love football. Is that the answer? Yeah, but I love football. I adore watching people interacting in whatever sport they want to play, whatever experience they want to experience it. You become the observer, not of the game, but of what is taking place. Even though it's disappearing, it's coming and going. In that moment, everything becomes still, even in the game. Everything becomes Buddha.